Good afternoon. My name is Marian E. King, owner of Empty Nest LLC. All right, doing business. I'm actually now a transportation business consultant and okay, dispatch business trainer, and I also teach people how to start their own cold calling lead generation businesses. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I just want to talk with y'all today. Again, just been reflecting 5 years in business, preparing for my first event on Saturday, September the 17th, here in Atlanta. And you all know that I am the type of person that, I'm always trying to look out. I'm always trying to make sure that people in their businesses are okay. So, although it is my celebration of entrepreneurship for 5 years, um, I'm having a mixer, or maybe I might call it a fireside chat. I'm unsure. That morning, um, VIP seating. Well, not VIP, but if you want to attend that, it's $25. I'm sorry, it's $50, 25 seats. And then at 11 a.m., I will open to the public. Um, it'll be open for free for the public. But the vendors, I'm actually calling that event, so support small business. It's a small business appreciation because as somebody who's been in business for 5 years, it has not been easy and it is not getting any easier. So I'll be talking about that. I'll be talking about my time in business. That morning we'll be having breakfast. The vendors will need to be there because like I said, it's definitely appreciation for the vendors. If you want to vend at the event, please let me know. Um, please send an email. Excuse me, to support at empteenest.com. Y'all hold on a second. Well, I'm looking, but I'm also, as y'all see, the name of this is Midday Chat and Sip. So I'm about to be making me several cups to drink, okay, and showcasing my cups from my second venture. I'm not going to be doing too much talking about it unless people ask, but I just want to talk about what is happening, what I'm seeing, decisions that I'm making, why I'm making some of the decisions that I'm making, and just talk to you all because this thing called entrepreneurship is not for the weak. Okay, it's definitely not for the weak. Um, I actually saw something this morning that did not surprise me. Um, for those who've been following, y'all know I've peeped a lot of things in my time, especially operating in this transportation space in any capacity. And there's a lot of things that um, I say should have been come to light, or should have been exposed. And I saw something this morning that honestly, I was glad to see. Because there's some people that I've seen that I just kept it moving. And I was really surprised that people really had not busted them out long before now. But I saw a big one this morning. A big one. Y'all know I don't give anybody name because I don't give them any shine. Okay? Because number one, I don't like how they move. Number two, they're not gonna give me any. They're gonna come through and take and act like they don't know who I am. But I'm not gonna do it or give it. But I saw one go down this morning. I actually had been seeing some posts about them, but I was just like, let me mind my business. Okay. Let me mind my business. But then I saw, they are affected. See, that's what happens. Sometimes people feel like they are, untouchable. They are above, reproach, like the Bible say. That's the word that the Bible uses. Okay. Um, and hey, y'all, hey. When the fall happens, for me, it's not a time of appreciation. I'm sorry. For me, it's not the time of celebration, because whether you operating like you should, whether you operating, wrong, whatever it is, everybody's time is coming. And if you're not on the up and up and you're not doing what you should do, when it comes, it comes. But even if I saw it, even if I knew it, it's still not a good time. It's not for me to celebrate, because even when you are doing the right thing, okay, the reward is not great. Okay, we're having an honest conversation today. The reward is not great. Um, you still, sometimes I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't a shame, okay, number one, and if I didn't know and understand that people time are coming, I could really, operate in the space of deception. Okay, because I can play the same game if I wasn't a person of integrity. Okay, if I wasn't a person who knows that I have to answer to what I do, I could easily drop y'all just enough reality, okay, just enough truth, just enough, y'all. I'm fixing me some mango blend tea. But anyway, I could give y'all just enough to make you believe me, to make you want to give me all your money and invest in everything that I come out with. Um, this tea is actually, this mango tea is for immunity and digestion. Okay. Um, y'all see how fast this is fixing, it's making. All right. And these cups are from my second stream, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. Not the second stream. Oh, I want you to buy something. Oh, I want you to. Yes, that's fine. But I'm going to talk about the decision. What made me decide to go this route? But I could be just like those people. Do y'all know how much money I could have by now if I played those type of games with y'all? But it's almost a double-edged sword, because when somebody is real and when somebody is honest and when somebody rolls out the red carpet and wants you to win and wants you to be great and wants good things to happen, you take it that this is for who it's for. Let me say this, because I appreciate everybody who has supported me. But this is a conversation that needs to be had. So I know you done right by me. I know I've done right by you. This is not for you. This is just the reality of how things roll. And as somebody who has been sharing my entrepreneurial journey with you all for the longest, I don't leave anything out. But just like that, when you have somebody who operates in integrity, when you have somebody who follows up, when you have somebody who shows up, okay, and all you do is nothing, or you take and you still go support somebody who screws you over, and you think that you get to come back around this way. See, here's exactly, Tiana, people take kindness for weakness. This was a lesson that I had to learn, but I had to keep repeating it over and over and over, okay? Because I just refused to believe that people was really doing me like this. I just refused to believe that, hey, I'm gonna keep going because my people are gonna come. I'm gonna keep going because there's somebody who needs this. I'm gonna keep going. But let me let you know what I had to learn. Everybody don't want it. Everybody does not want it. Okay? I can come on here and we can have a good time and we can talk and we can learn and we could get spirited and we can hoop. It's just like a preacher, who can get up there and hoop and get you spirited and get you rolling. But what happens after the hoop? What happens after the reality sets in? All right, you got hyped up. You went and bought the course. You went and bought the ebook. You went and bought it, but you never opened it. You never operated in the space. You never did anything. All you did was continue to come back. But you continuing to come back for what? if you continue to go and lay on the altar, or you continue to go pray to the universe or Allah, whatever it is that you believe in, for the same thing, but you get up from that prayer or from that meditation and do nothing with it and come back and again with it over and over and over. I'm with you, Tiana. Been there, took the test, and finally passed with an A plus plus. Okay. And in that passing, I had to know and understand that some spaces and places are no longer for me. They no longer serve me. I no longer serve them. Okay. And guess what else? It's okay. Anybody who does not like the new changes that I make, anyone who does not agree with the new changes that I have to make in my learning, they're not for me. They're not for me. I'm honest with you all, and I tell y'all, when I learn something, each level that I go to, each thing that I learn and I come in contact with, I'm just like, wow, this is why people do this. This is why people operate like this. This is why people move like this. This is why people charge like this. This is why you will hear some of the people who are on the up and up say, even free should be sold. I didn't understand that at first. I couldn't understand. Like, free should be sold. What do you mean free should be sold? Free ain't free. But free should be sold means that even when I'm giving you information and time for free, all right, I'm selling you on something. Okay? And ultimately, you're going to buy. Whether it's with retaining the knowledge, whether it's with kicking out money, whatever it is, eventually, okay, if you are my people, my person, you're going to buy. And that was something that I just couldn't grasp at first. Another thing that I'm going to tell you that had a stronghold on me, you hear me? Another thing that had a stronghold on me was loyalty. But my loyalty was to the wrong people and the wrong thing. My loyalty was to the wrong people and the wrong thing. You see, I had built this loyalty. It's going to cost you something. All right. I was coming on live. I thought that I was helping the people. I thought that I being consistent and coming here every day and staying here for hours and hours on end was going to be, so wonderful. And everything was going to happen. And if I just, stay with the people and I just, just make sure that they're getting what they need. And if I just, you're welcome. And thank you for attending. Somebody said, thank you for the barbecue. They came to the virtual barbecue. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. Thank y'all for the roses, the gifts. Thank y'all for just viewing. But I thought if I just show up every day, if I just give them value, if I just give them something that they can use and help them get into a financial situation, they'll come back. They'll patronize my business. They'll grow. They'll do something. They're going to make a move with it. That didn't happen. Okay? That didn't happen. They did it, but it wasn't with me. Okay? I said, okay, that's fine. That's cool. As long as they're doing something. As long as they're making something happen. All right? As long as. But it didn't. It didn't. You see, what I did was I set myself up not to do or be anything more than the person that's on here helping me get money, and she's telling it to me for free. The person that I'm going to go and gather all of this information for free, and I'm going to create an ebook, and I'm going to create a course, and I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to study anything. I'm not going to pay for anything, but I'm going to make money. I became the person that was providing people with things and information that was allowing them not to do anything. See, I was servicing and talking to people who never wanted anything from the start. They never wanted to do, they never wanted to be, they never wanted to operate. You see, I learned something, okay? There's too much information and mentorship out here, but there's not enough movement. There's no action. Okay. I found myself talking to people who heard about the industry, but they didn't want to do all of the things. But I know if I go to this lady channel, I know if I go to Empty Nest Logistics, she gonna drop me the information. I'm gonna record her. I'm gonna write it down. And I'm gonna promote where I'm having a situation and I want people to come. I'm teaching a class and I want people to come. I'm gonna request and ask her, excuse me, can I have her can I have her her presentation? Oh, wait a minute. She said no, I must be going too far. Okay, so let me go back and watch her videos. Let me go back and record her videos. Let me go back to her old things and let me find and create something and put my name on it and call it mine. Let me get her ebooks and things and let me change about 15, 20 of the words so I can say that it's mine and that I'm coming out with it. Let me go watch her live. I'm not going to follow her. I'm going to watch her in secret. I'm going to watch her on these outside your situations. I'm going to watch her after she live. So I can act like I don't know who she is. I can act like I never knew who that was. I can act like I don't have any idea. I've never heard of this lady. Okay. When I start trying to mock her mannerisms and speak the way that she speak and move the way that she move, and as soon as somebody say, you remind me of, I'm going to say, I never heard of her. I never seen her before. You got to give me her information so I can go see. Okay. I found myself stuck. Okay. Because I came in with a mindset to reach those who can't afford, to reach those who need some information, but they're just not in financial position right now. I don't want to charge too much. I don't want to be too much. I don't want to operate too much because I don't want anybody who can't afford it to feel a certain kind of way. But see, I brought my own issues, my own insecurities, my own issues from the past into my present because I had not healed from them. So I came into this as Captain Say them hoes. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm calling because that's what I was. Okay, I came to save those. I came to show those that you can still work your job and still have something else. I came to show them that if you decide to be an entrepreneur, you can do it. You can be it. Here's something that is affordable. Oh, yes. Oh, you're not able to attend the classes live? Oh, okay. Well, guess what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a recording and I'm going to make it self-paced. And that way you can get to it while still working your job. You can get to it while still taking care of your family and handling your family, only to be met by, hey, I know you had a sale and you had the class and you gave it to us for 6 months. But my time ends tomorrow and I didn't get the chance to look at it. So can you extend that for me? Hey, I paid my money. And I know it was only for 30 days, but I didn't have time. So can you extend that for me? Can you open that? Can you reopen that for me? I know my time ends tomorrow. Okay, that'll be my 30th day. All right. Oh, and here's a good one. Here's a real good one. Hey, my thing ended and I was supposed to have 30 days. I started on the 2nd. Okay, and it's the 1st and my stuff is closed. Okay, you started on the 2nd. Okay, that means that day began, let me tell you. When I tell y'all I have gone through in this business and I'm telling y'all, chargebacks, chargebacks. Let me tell you something. I could tolerate a lot of things, but when you sit in my face knowing that you're doing me dirty, okay, First of all, it tells me that you have not operated in a space of leadership and you have not ever made any money on your own. Okay. You don't have the proper setup. You don't have anything, because if you know anything like you should know, it tells me who you are. I know who you are, because guess what y'all like to do? You like to send emails and messages and say, hey, this is, I ordered such and such from you. My name is so and so, such and such on this platform. This is where I met you at. This is where okay. So how insulting is it when you come on my live and you have an active, hey, an active case going with me, but steady asking me questions, steady asking me to walk you through something that you have done that is currently an issue for you. Okay. I'm talking to y'all from a place of realness because that's all I know. I'm talking to y'all from a space of entrepreneurship because this is what I'm experiencing. I'm talking to you from a place of human because that's still who I am. I'm talking to you from a place of this is my livelihood because at some point, this is where some of you may be. At some point, you are going to release that stronghold that that job may have on you, and you're going to walk into your calling. At some point, you're going to step out on faith and you're going to do something that you've never done before so you can see something that you've never seen before. I'm telling you this because it's not a walk in the park. I'm telling you this because there's going to be nights that you're going to cry. There's going to be nights that you're going to pray. There's going to be nights that you don't want to even pray. You don't want to even hear from or talk to or even want to acknowledge that there's something that you believe in because your situation is so strong and so heavy and so negative and you're so depressed and you're walking in that state and you want to wallow in it that you don't care about nothing and nobody else. You're going to get to a place where you're not going to want to show up. You're going to get to a place where you don't want to speak. You don't want to encourage. You don't care. Okay? Because it's very hard to understand and grasp that who you are and what you want to give is not going to be received or reciprocated. Okay? I just wanted to talk to y'all today, just a little midnight. I'm sorry, a little midday chat. Okay? Little midnight chat and sip. Okay? Okay? I'm talking to you from a space and a place of somebody who started and grew their own business. I don't have any money. I don't have any investors. I don't have any backers. I don't have anybody reaching out to me trying to partner up, but I do have people reaching out for me for what they can get. I do have people reaching out talking about, can I pick your brain? I do have people trying to say, can I pick your brain in a slick way? Hey, let me run something by you. I do have people saying, hey, tell me how you would feel about this. If you were doing A, B, C, and D, and then E, F, G happened, how would you continue on going with A, B, C, and D? Tell me how you would move in that. Tell me how you would feel about that. I want to talk to you today. I want to have a real conversation because people need to know the reality of what they're getting into. This is the part that people don't want to talk to us about. This is the part that people don't want to tell us. Okay, they want to showcase the wonderfulness. They want to showcase the glory. They want to showcase the jets. They want to showcase the chandelier. They want to showcase the properties. All right, they want to showcase the cars. They want to showcase all of these people that have signed up with them. But where are they showcasing that these people aren't happy? Okay, where are they showcasing where I've sent you an email 30 times and no one has answered? Where are they showcasing that I purchased something from you and I did not get that? Okay. Where are they showcasing customer service? Okay. Where are they showcasing customer service? Okay. Customer service is what keep people coming back. Not your product, not your website. Service. How did you serve me? How was the service that you provided me? Okay. That's what I'm on. Okay. I have a virtual assistant now. I was so glad to have a virtual assistant. So glad. Okay. So glad that I got too trusting. Okay. Now, this is not anything negative. I still have my virtual assistant. That she gets the job done. She my boo boo. What I'm saying to you is, you still have to pop in. You still have to go look. You still have to see what's going on because it's still your business. And guess what? If anything go wrong, if anything go awry, guess what? Your virtual assistant, your partner, whomever, that's not who the people gonna be putting out here on these internet streets. You, okay? You. They're gonna say, I was on Instagram, I was on YouTube, I was on TikTok, all right? And I came in contact with this lady and she seemed like she was the truth. Okay, but as soon as I purchased something from her, I didn't get it. Okay, I had to keep sending messages. I had to keep, okay, your service, because your service was piss poor. Your presentation, hey, how's it going? It was wonderful. Your representation, it was beautiful. And if you just want to be the talent, hey, me, then you set yourself up and you set your team up. So that's all that you have to do. Okay. I want to have a real conversation today. Okay. And I want to talk to y'all because we're going to talk real about business. We're going to talk real. Okay. We're going to talk rise and fall. Okay. We're going to talk about it because this is what I do. This is what I am experiencing. And this is what you all need to know. I come on here with a smile. I come on here, I give what it's supposed to give. But there's a lot of times that I'm on here, I am miserable. Okay? Because it is disheartening and discouraging to give and live. I was watching a lady live yesterday. And she was talking about how she has paid so far this year over $100,000 to be in rooms. Mm-hmm. To be in rooms. Okay? Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? I felt that, but not on $100,000 level. Okay? I probably felt it on a $10,000 level because that's about how much I paid this year to learn more. But let me tell you something about a couple of them $1,000. Okay? We ain't getting nothing over here but realness. Okay? A couple of these $1,000 I paid to be at a place, to see a person, place, or thing, only to be duped. Okay? Only to be duped. Can we talk about being duped? Yes, we can, and yes, we are. All right? Some of these places, I know that I only paid because they had such and such big name brand there. Okay? Let me tell you something. People get paid to do a walkthrough. Okay? Club people get it done all the time. If you want to be paid to do a walkthrough, tell me you want to be paid to do a walkthrough. Because I will be darned if I pay another dime because big name such and such gonna be there, and big name such and such just come through there and just tell me, be encouraged. You keep going, you can do this. You keep going, and it's gonna come. If you just keep believing, you're gonna achieve. If you just keep going, it's gonna happen. Are there any questions? I got my hand up, but you want to call on the plants. Okay, can we be real about it? The plants that you have in the audience. You want to know how you're going to know they plants? I got a real question. When you were facing adversity, when nobody would hear you or see you, that ain't what you want to answer. You want to talk to the plant. That's what the plant gonna ask. How long have you been in business? Oh, it's been 5 years. All right. What? The plant gonna ask, where can we find that outfit that you're wearing? Oh, you can go to www.myoutfitislit.com. Let me tell you something. Playtime is over. People are tired. And when you're in those spaces, listen, when we come and we pay our money, we need to know something. We stuck. We at a breaking point. We need to understand. Right now, I'm telling y'all, right now, at this very moment, I have grown a company from $0, okay, to at the end of this year, they will have made over 500,000 or right at $500,000, okay, in 3 years, a transportation company, okay. Now, I believe, okay, that I could probably have a conversation, a strong $100,000 conversation. All right. Can we just be real? Okay. Because the other $400,000, okay, came from integrity, willingness to work, okay, willingness to be present on the behalf of the company. Can we be all the way real? Okay. I can have a strong $100,000 conversation, okay, because I believe that I can speak on what I have made. Okay. I know how I made it. Okay. By creating a plan of action for the business. Okay. I can speak to what I had to do on my part in order to keep them moving. I can speak on encouraging them and gathering information to assist that company and their business on what they needed to do, how they needed to do, who they needed to speak to, and what and how long they needed to be speaking to them. I believe that at this point I can have a strong $100,000 conversation. All right, because okay, let's continue to be real. Okay, just like working for a company, okay, as an employee, you make this company millions and millions and millions of dollars. However, comma, you don't make millions and millions. Can we have a real conversation today? All right, can we? Because this is what we need to understand. Okay, you have to have a plan for yourself and for your life. Okay, I at this point can have a strong $100,000 conversation. Okay, I know that in the transportation business, okay, for your transportation business, I know how to help you get to that point. Okay, I also know that I can probably have a strong 100, 150, $200,000 conversation on customer service, cold calling, and lead generation businesses. Okay? Know it, wrote it, all of that. Now, okay, because here's the offset. In turn, for getting that company to a space where they can make that kind of money, I also learned and worked my way literally into consultations, into consulting. Okay. I am now a consulting business. Okay. No, the days of $700 and $500, those days are gone. Those days are gone. But see, there was a time that I didn't know that I could get to this space because I was so busy wanting to help the people. Let me provide this information for the people. Oh my goodness, there's people charging $2,500 a week. Okay, because I didn't know, I didn't know. But now that I know and I have blood, sweat, tears, okay, myself into getting somebody into that space? Excuse me. Now I'm understanding worth. Now I'm understanding worth, because see, what I didn't know and understand before was how expensive it is to be an entrepreneur. Okay? Oh, people say, oh, you just sit at home, you just work from home, you don't have a building, you don't have a, yes, but to continue to educate yourself. Okay, so we pay in time and money. Okay? Because we sit on here. I'm going to talk about myself because I can't go wrong with me. For hours and hours and hours. Okay? Talking, consulting, helping with no return. Mm-hmm. With no return. Okay? Little to no return. Let me be fair. Okay? We sit here and we talk and we consult and we help and we pull you out of situations for ourselves. A lot of times, situations that are happening right now. Okay? We sit here and we get people that's on here. I can't find a better word than begging. Okay? Can I please work with you? Can you please work with me? Can you please send me I need your services. I want your services. Hey, how can I reach out to you? You in the email? You don't hear nothing from them. You give them your email, you don't hear anything from them. You got people that sit on here. Okay? We're letting it rip today. And they watch. And you say over and over and over again, are there any questions? Any concerns? All hearts and minds are clear. Ask me now, I will answer. Hey, I'm giving this email for the person who wants to purchase. I'm giving this email for the person who wants to get on my calendar. You will sit here. I could sit here for 6 hours. I've done it and longer. You will watch the whole 6 hours. You won't say a word. But then I'll get off of here and my VA will say, hey, we got 30 emails in the email box with people saying they just got off your 6-hour live and it was on there the whole 6 hours and they're interested in knowing more information. They want to talk to you privately. When I done sat on here for 6 hours straight and said anything free, if you want to know about me, look me up on these people's internet. Okay? If you pull me up on, I ain't even know I was Googleable, okay? Because that's not what I be on. Okay? But what I'm saying to you is my days of pouring and pouring and pouring have run out. Okay? That well ran dry because reciprocity didn't keep it filled. Okay? We're just having a conversation today. You know, we're just talking about this thing called entrepreneurship because there's a lot of things that people don't want to talk to us about, that they don't want to talk about. That can we're remaining in the spirit of real. Okay? Remaining in the spirit of real. Okay? I've not made any money in my business in 3 months. Mm-hmm. Process that. Because y'all know that y'all have been seeing me. I'm not saying that I haven't made any money in 3 months. What I am saying is I haven't made any money in my business. This right here. Empty nest. But let me tell you, okay? Let me tell you, I let my carrier go. Okay? If it wasn't for my carrier, I would not have any money. But I had to let the crutch go. I had to let that go because I knew that I could count on that money every week. I knew that I could count on 2,000 plus every week. With that crutch, for me, I didn't care that my business wasn't making money when I should have been caring whether or not my business was making money. Okay. And when that thing set on my spirit that I had become dependent on something that I should not have, and once I also realized that I had gathered all of the information, all of the facts, I had put my plan of action into play and it had worked, it was time for me to go. It was time for me to operate fully in my business. It was time for me to be a consultant. It was time for me to be a recruiter. It was time for me to create pivoting options for people in their business. It was time for me to go ahead and move forward with my cold calling and lead generation business opportunity. It was time for me. But guess what else it was time for me to do? Stop being present in spaces that no longer serve me and people were no longer being served. That's a hard pill for me to swallow. Very hard. Okay. So I started pushing more in my business. Okay. Well, actually, I did make money. My bad. Let me back it up. There were people, I think it was 2 months ago, so it might have been 2 months, that did purchase the cold calling. Okay. There's a lot of things that have come through that have kept me afloat. So let me back that up. Don't want to be a liar. Just thought about that. They're out here moving and shaking. But here's the thing about moving and shaking. Sometimes once you get what you need, you don't need anything else. Okay. I want to talk to y'all. I pride myself on presenting options that I know are going to be useful for your future. Hey, y'all, that I know. But what I also know is when I say, you know what, Marian, you need to present this. You need to offer this. They're going to need this. They're going to need this. They're also going to need this. I have been doing that and doing that and doing that. But I had not been saying, Marian, how are you going to? Marian, how is this on us? Marian, how is this? I was just like, let me just make sure the people got options. Let me just make sure mine going to come. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And my blessings is going to come. Well, yeah. My window is open. My window is open. Okay. But here's the thing that I had to realize. Besides, you can't pour from an empty cup. Okay. Reciprocity was not in service for me. So let me take y'all. Let me tell y'all. I don't just now I can, but I don't just push y'all to be great. I don't just follow up with y'all. I also promote other people that have nothing to do with what I'm doing. I created a whole Facebook, my old Facebook before they closed it down was centered around it. If I saw somebody who was operating in a business, okay, I would check with them, hey, where your LLC information, because what I'm not going to do is share and tell nobody about you and you don't have any legitimacy to your business. So they had to have two things. You need to have your legitimacy, okay? You need to be filed with your state or whatever they require, whoop, whoop, whoop. And or you had to be operating in an MLM space, okay? Multi-level marketing. Because there's somebody who is responsible for those things, for those products, for the whoop, 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 okay? So I would be sharing, okay, the paparazzi, the TLC, the Herbalife, the Avon, the travel companies. I'm creating my own things, okay? I'm creating my own candles. If you had legitimacy to your stuff, I was sharing. I was telling somebody about you. I was purchasing it. Was I charging you a promotion fee? No, because they're trying to do something with themselves. I know how hard it is in here in this business to try to build a business, to try to operate in the business, to try to operate it. Oh, I will see people with potential. I will slide up in their DM. Hey, I see you doing such and such, such and such. Won't you try this right here? Nothing, nothing, no money, no money. Because I'm operating in a space that was probably ill placed. I'm like, you're trying to do something. I'm trying to help you do something. What I found was they wouldn't tell anybody about me. They wouldn't share anything that I posted. So I stopped. Okay, I think I told y'all a couple of weeks ago I stopped. Then I started getting messages. This another reason why I know I gotta move different. Okay, because not only see, I'm a person, I'm a trustworthy person. Okay, so when I tell somebody about something, 9.99, they're gonna move forward with it. So you were profiting. You were profiting, and now you're not. Okay, did you see this one thing about when you're well run dry, when you mess over your blessing? It was so obvious and so prominent that people listen. The days of audacity are alive and well. Y'all hear me? Ooh, and it's strong. Inboxing. Hey, you all right? Everything okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What's going on? I know. Did I do something? This the main one. Did I do something to you? Is everything all right? Are we okay? Yes, we are. You know what's going on. I noticed. You say what? I noticed. Oh, what exactly did you know? I noticed you don't share my stuff anymore. You don't come to the lives no more, because that's another thing I would do. Not only would I share, I would come to your live and go ham. I tag people. I heart you up. Here on TikTok, I used to be the give queen. Okay. Oh Lord. Every time I think about how much money I've given people on their app, it's sobering and sickening at the same time. And I can't even get you to do nothing. Bought your stuff. Everything. Anyway, let me relax myself. So they notice. And so when I said, my response is, can you tell me, listen, you gotta treat it like a when you go to an interview, tell me about a time. Tell me about a time, all right, where you were helpful. Tell me about a time where you shared anything that I was doing. Can you tell me about a time? Can you send me a screenshot of a time that you reciprocated the same actions that I was doing for you? Thank y'all so much for the heart. Thank you. The name went away. Thank you, dude, for the hearts. Thank y'all for the hearts. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank y'all for just being present. Now, when I ask the question, there's silence. Two things happen. Silence, which is fine. The second option, which is a little bit insulting, but it says a lot, is where they go and find an old post and try to share it and just write support on it. Baby, I ain't sold hair since 2018. I don't sell hair. I don't sell hair products. I don't. Okay. When I got into the transportation industry, okay, when I created my business, I was on my personal page and I was like, y'all, I'm going through. Don't nobody want to help me. They want to gatekeep all the information. Everybody was liking. Everybody was like, it's going to get better. It's going to happen. It's going to go. When I started moving out here in these transportation streets, okay, you saw me, but you went over and you took such and such course. And then all of a sudden, when you was going through, people were saying, hey, you need to go see her. Now it's, hey, sis, I didn't know you was. Y'all, I am the documentation queen. You hear me? That's just how my mind works. I will screenshot. I got a whole folder full of screenshots that I never know when I'm gonna be having to use. Okay, got it labeled and everything. Because don't play. You're gonna support or you're not. You're gonna move and shake or you're not. I tell people all the time, hey, for $25 a month, $25 a month, you can get help, you can get more information, you can get right now help, action, and assistance. $25 a month. $25 a month, $25 a month. $25 a month. Okay? Gina, you already in there. You don't come. You don't come. You don't come. Well, guess what? As of tomorrow, that's no longer an option. Okay? My people who are already there, okay? My people who are already there, they will be grandfathered into the $25 a month. They sure will, because they were consistent. They made sure that they have access to the space, whether they use it or not. They pay their $25 faithfully. There's some people on there that pay their $25 that I don't even know who they are. They never come to the Discord space. They don't do, but they believe in that space. They know that at any time, they can pop in there and ask a question and they're going to get them an answer. Okay? And to appreciate them, they will remain at the $25. But everyone else, after tomorrow, okay, from this month forward, it is going to be $50. And that's just going to be access to the space. Okay? Just for access to the space. Okay? And then I'm going to be opening up another membership. And that is where I will be your help desk. Okay? I will be your help desk. You can retain me, excuse me, for $150 a month. Oh, thank you, Gina. Happy birthday, Gina. I will be your help desk. Okay? I also am putting together jobs for people to assist me. Okay? These will be available. All right? Whatever your circumstances, whatever your situation is. All right? That means that if you want a fixed income, you're on a fixed income. Okay? So you do what them people say you got to do to keep your fixed income. Because I'm not going to do anything to have you violate your fixed income. All right? Okay? But if you volunteer, I will be glad to have you. Okay? I will tell you what the help desk, to start off, there will only be certain businesses that I will work with. The reason that I say that is because I need to be able to train people and I need to be able to train with you. Okay? All right? For those of you, listen, I have opportunities out here. Baby, one of my ladies is booming. She took the cold calling lead generation class. Okay? She took the $1,500. A couple of the other ones that took the $2,000. Let me tell y'all something. Baby, I made her money back 3 or 4 times over. Okay? Y'all, you're going to stop sleeping on stuff. You're talking to somebody who operated in that space for 27 years, making them people money, creating SOPs, creating training. Listen, I'm telling you now. Y'all know I told y'all before that I was looking into operating in the brokerage space. But once I realized, I said, no, I'll stay over here in the consulting space. That way, I don't have to worry about getting no bond. I don't have to worry about none of that. But what I can do is teach people and give them the information that I know so they can go out and create leads and work for people's companies and get paid for the leads. I not only did that, I showed people how to, wow, I knew it worked. I knew it worked too, Gina, because I was doing it. When I first got out here, y'all, my business was slow. I went back to what I knew. So I was getting leads. I was getting leads for people. And not only do they have this information, I gave them my whole blueprint. These people know how to get money from leads, from selling solo, I call them right now leads, from getting dang, did the song just leave? From getting contracts and about how much they should charge and all of that. I have never came to play with y'all. There's a lot of people want to play with me. Okay, and not only did I create that, and I continue to create things because streams are streams. Okay, but what you want is a stream and several streams that align with your nucleus. Okay, if you started out in the customer service space, this is all my if you want to call it a niche, is the administrative roles of entrepreneurship. Right now, I operate in the administrative role of transportation. That is dispatchers, that is freight brokers, that is new transportation companies, because they need to be able to take care of their business and handle their business. So everything that I do is around that. Now you can take some of the things and put them somewhere else. Like I talked about pivoting. I talked about, y'all, we may have to change it up. I talked about even my second stream. Hey, Tanya, how's it going? It still is something that I use every day. And it's something that you can offer to people in their space. So when I said, you know what, I'm not going to become a broker. I'm going to take this information, all that I know, all that I've said, all that I have gathered, and I'm going to tell people how to speak this language so they can connect with brokers who don't have the time, who don't know what to say, who don't know what to do. And I gather this all from analytics. You all have watched me sit on here with new transportation companies, new brokers, new dispatchers who are clueless of what to do, what to say. The cluelessness on what to do and what to say as a dispatcher is what birthed my homeboy said. I took what I've been doing and what comes naturally to me. I put it in words and verbiage that people can understand and use so they can get further in their businesses. Okay? I saw that there was a lot of people who still have to work. Thank y'all so much for the hearts, and for the views and for the everything, for being here. I can't remember all the gifts. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. But I said, you know what? There's a lot of people who still work. Okay. Let me provide those who are already operating in business. Okay. Especially in your dispatching realm, your dispatching and your brokerage area. Let me help them help their business. So the people who still got to work, oh, so you do give me a countdown. The people who still got to work, I say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna create this program. You can add it as a service, okay, to your dispatching business, or you can add it as a whole separate business. That's your business and how you want to do it. But let me tell you what to do. Let me tell you what to say. Let me tell you why people are outsourcing overseas. Let me tell you what they're charging and why they keep going overseas. I did the whole thing. I was barely on here. And it was around the same time that all of my social media, all my paid platform, all of that had been closed down. The people with more commas and zeros, they went through and they said, she talking too much. What? She thinks she about to come through here and start teaching people how to be brokers for free? Oh, no, Lord. She got to go. Okay? So I'm trying to help y'all understand. Not only did I not make money in my business, all of my paid monthly platforms were closed down. So there has been no money. Me regrouping in God. Okay? That's entrepreneurship. It's up when it's up, it's down when it's down. It is what it is, and sure enough is. But if you keep moving and you keep believing, but I put it together. And not only did I do that, now I have two ways. I have the blueprint, okay, which is just the blueprint by itself. So if you want to purchase that and you want to teach that and create it and make your own PowerPoint, I got that. It's available for $300. Okay. And then I have the course itself, the whole program where the videos will be talking it through, walking it through, giving you the examples, giving you what to say, every single thing. I remember, but I knew you would come back. I'm never going to quit. But the comeback, the comeback hasn't happened financially yet, but I'm not leaving. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. My goodness, you helped me start my business last year. Yeah, there has been a lot. And I try to make sure that I tell y'all everything so you know and you're prepared. But sometimes I have to wait because sometimes the weight of what is happening is so great that you can't find your words. And sometimes you can't find the words or speak the words without crying or just falling back into a depressive state. But I have built my business, my brand of transparency and honesty. So there is nothing that I'm not going to tell y'all. Just sometimes I have to hold on to it because the weight is so great that I can't speak the words. And what I'm not going to be doing is being on here broke down. Okay. Okay. I can't be broke and broken and broke down. Okay. Broken and broken and broke. No. Yes, you have put me on your platform. Right, Gina. And again, y'all, I'm just talking from an entrepreneurial space. We love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I need it too. I be needing it. But I'm talking to y'all from a real space. Thank you so much. Say what now? But yeah, I'm talking to y'all from a real place because, like I told y'all from the beginning, there was so much that I stumbled upon and failed at and did not know about entrepreneurship because everything I saw about entrepreneurship before I was actually in it was wonderful. It was glamorous. It was people was living good. People was popping bands. People driving and rolling the bins. You know, they taking these beautiful pictures and got all of this stuff. But none of them was saying, this is a rental. This is an Airbnb. They actually have spaces that make it look like this is really yours and that you're really. No one was saying that. So when I entered into the entrepreneurial space and I said, what am I doing wrong? I'm not making any money. I'm doing all of these things. I'm being present. I'm getting my coins together for the cold calling. 1Q will be my time. But yeah, when I hopped in, I didn't see all the amazing things. Nobody was talking about how you need to continue to educate yourself. Nobody was telling you, nope, they just made it look like it was wonderful. Nobody was telling you that, I partnered up with such and such. I invested my money over here. I went into partnerships. Nope, they're all doing the same thing. You got the ones on here that showcase and they're on these beautiful places and all in Aruba and all of these wonderful places, and they out there looking like they living a life, but they're not telling you that they there with 450 other people and they pulled together. They're just making it look like they're so successful. As quick as they got it, it was gone. Right. And y'all already know I talked to y'all before about money. And I actually had to get me some therapy about my relationship with money. Because y'all know last year on my birthday, okay, when I threw that sale and I made that $10,000 that morning, Y'all know I was so fearful of people doing a chargeback or that I would log into my account and that money would be gone, that I had to see somebody. And I held on to that. This would let me know I had to see somebody. I got that money October the 9th, or whatever that day was before I went to my cousin's wedding. That Friday, October, I held on to that money and refused to spend it or touch it until almost February. Because in my mind, I felt like if they don't take it back in 90 days, then it's really mine. And that's so messed up. I remember one time you sent us our money back. That's right. Because, oh, I remember that. Say what now? Because I had put out here I wanted to take this class. I wanted to learn how to be a truck recruiter. And I posted up how much it was. That's right. Well, you've been with me for a minute. Say what now? And I posted how much it was. And at this time, I was going viral and all of that kind of stuff. And do y'all know the class, the thing that I want to take might have been $600 or something like that, five something. I only made, I asked for donations because I wanted to learn it and then I wanted to come and teach it. I think I only got like $82 or something like that. And I had a time frame. And when I didn't meet it, I sent everybody their money back because my mental, was so people getting scammed. And I didn't want people to feel like, oh, she asked us for this money for this class, but she ain't took the class. When I tell you that they spazzed on me, they sent me that money back, told me I better not send it back and all of that. But the way that people make you feel when you're on this platform, and then I'm one of those people that I don't know too much about empathism or whatever the word is, but I take that stuff on. When I see people come on here crying and they're upset because somebody done scammed them and schemed that do something to me because that has been my experience. But I have to learn to separate that from business and entrepreneurship. I can be who I am. I can charge what I charge. As long as I come through with what I said that I'm going to do, then I am separated and different from the people who did them wrong. And I've been so focused on being a woman of my word and saying what I'm going to say and doing what I say I'm going to do. But I have to come out of that because I have done what I said I'm going to do. I have been consistent on what I said I'm going to do. I have helped and grown people. I have promoted people and saw things in people, and those people operated in those spaces. And it can get hard and it can get heavy when the negativity 1,000 times, 1,000 times, 1,000 times is on top of the positivity. But no longer, because if I allow that to keep on pushing me down, those who need me, those who I need, are not going to be able to see me because I'm going to eventually have a dark cloud over me, and ain't nobody going to want to be fooling with that. Ain't nobody going to want to deal with that. And I refuse to allow the lack of support in this space, industry, whatever, because y'all know I done been through. There are a lot of scammers, but at the same time, you always come through. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A person can only take so much that take away from the negative. When I tell y'all, not only have I been, it has gotten heavy on me from lack of support. That's not just from potential or not customers. That is from industry people too. Y'all know I have been on here and talked about it before where I have invested in something. Thank you so much. Say what now? I have invested in something, from a service provider. And by the time I finished, with the course or did what the things were, they had connected with other people and said that they could no longer service me. They could no longer work with me. They could no longer. It hurts. It hurts to provide for people that don't really want it, that don't support. And it hurts even worse when you paid. You didn't ask for a discount. You didn't ask how much you're going to charge me. You didn't, You paid their full price for their full service. And if it had not been for my husband, baby, let me tell y'all, because I know you're peeping. Thank God for a God-fearing man. Thank God for a man who is, for the most of the time, silent, but when he speak, okay, it is very powerful. My husband is the one that kept a lot of y'all safe. My husband is one that kept a lot of y'all from getting a charge back. My husband is the one, because let me tell you what my husband said to me. Don't worry about it, okay? Because when you get where you're supposed to go, none of them will be able to cloud off your name. None of them will be able to say, y'all know Marian of Emmteenest LLC? Yeah, I was instrumental in helping her. Y'all know Marian from Emmteenest Consulting? I was instrumental in helping her. Y'all know Marian from Emmteenest Overly? I was instrumental. None of them will be able to tack their name onto what you have done, because everything that they were supposed to give you, they took your money for, and you still had to get out here and do the work yourself. He spoke that into me. He poured that into me. And it was hard for me to receive because, baby, I was in full-on fit. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't operate through it. I couldn't push through it. All I kept saying was, that is a sister. That is a brother. That is a business owner. I paid them. All I wanted to do was learn. All I wanted to do was partner. All I wanted to do was, and he said, that was not what you're supposed to do. That wasn't what he told you to do. That's not. Okay? And you operated in a space of, I don't know how to move. So instead of you trusting him, you locked in on something that was tangible, but he had to show you every time that you don't need them. You need me. And if you listen and you walk in the steps that I'm ordering, I know it's hard. That's how come the other side gonna be great. I know it's challenging. That's how come the other side gonna be great. I know it's not easy. That's how come the other side gonna be great. But if you trust me, okay, if you pull back out your notes that you laid before me, you know, the visions that you wrote and made plain, and asked for my will to be done, and asked me to order your steps, and asked me for the movement, asked me for the connections, asked me for the funding, asked me for that. If you bring it back out and you remind yourself, okay, because there's some promises that I made to you. All right. But I can't fulfill the promises if you keep looking left and right instead of keeping your eyes on the hill from which cometh your help. That's all right with me. I ain't come here to preach today. I don't even quite know where that came from. But that just encouraged me. Okay. But I want to just talk to y'all on today. Okay. Because we need some reality. All right. Okay. And y'all see my husband. My husband come in from work. I make sure that I greet my husband, because my husband has gone through a lot with me in this business. Okay. Now, you don't have to have a husband to understand what it is I'm talking about. Okay. But my husband was the hardest on me. My husband was the one that was receiving the lack of nurture and attention from his wife, because she was trying to push her business. Okay. She was so focused on her business and trying to get going that she lacked where she should not have lacked. But when she recognized it and understood it and got her husband to a place of understanding about business, explained to him what she needed to do and how she needed to do it. Once he got an understanding, all right, we got an understanding. All right. When I tell you things got better, all right. When I tell you marriage ministry, became more frequent again. When I tell you there was a renewing, okay, of the relationship, because there was a renewing of our minds. There was a renewing, and there was an understanding that, hey, in this season of your wife's life, she's operating in a space. The space is unfamiliar, and she did not know how to include you in that space. She did not know how to have balance in that space. Okay. So when there became an understanding, all right, and when we got on our knees before him, all right, before we got on our knees in front of one another, huh? Ain't that all right? But anyway, we had to understand, we had to see, and we had to know that if this is going to work, all right, because what wasn't gonna make no sense is for me to get good in my business, all right, and for me to operate in a space, and for me to want more for my family, and for me to want my family to see wealth before I leave here. And by the time I looked up from making all the money and making all the moves, I didn't have nobody to share it with. Okay, now I got to come on here and tell y'all, hey, y'all know I was married and everything, but everything been going on, and now I'm divorced. And then I'm on here talking about, if you are a business person or you want to get into business, make sure you do that before you marry somebody. That's not my testimony, all right? Because what my testimony is in relationship, the people that you meet sometimes grow into something in somebody else. That's how come there are different phases in relationship. I'm going to say relationship because I don't want to offend nobody. But sometimes the space that you met me in is not where I'm going. And sometimes I don't know that's where I'm going. So who you meet and who I am, you are complacent with, you are in love with, you're fine with that. But when something comes upon me, or the gift that I have been pregnant with begins to start birthing, and I am now operating in the contraction space, you might not like it. You might not like me. You might ask who I am. You might say, who is this person? This is not who I married. This is not what I signed up for. All right. I need for you to know and understand that this entrepreneurship is no joke. All right. And there's going to be spaces and places that you're going to find yourself in that you didn't know, you didn't realize, you didn't even know you had it in you. And there's going to be a level of discomfort, okay, that's going to affect everybody. But it's how you move, how you handle it, and if you recognize it. Now, let me tell you what else you're going to find out: that everybody ain't for you. Okay? People out here getting whole divorces behind entrepreneurship. People out here laying, literally sleeping with the enemy. Okay? And I'm coming to tell you something that's real. And when I tell you sleeping with the enemy, the sleeping with the enemy is so hard that you telling outsiders how to sabotage inside your home. I want you to know that entrepreneurship is a ministry. Okay? Okay? This, what I do, is a ministry. And let me tell you what I've come to understand, and some of y'all might know it and some of you don't. Ministry does not just apply to them people down there to the church. Okay? Ministry is administering something that will help, assist, bring out, move forward, level up someone else. Because the only way that you can minister is by way of experience. Huh? The only way that you can minister is by way of experience. Google real cute. YouTube even cuter. However, experience is the only way to minister. It's the only way to administer medicine. It's the only way to administer information. It's the only way to administer love. It's the only way to, do we see where we're going? You see where I'm going with this? On today. All right. I didn't quite know what I came here for this afternoon, but ain't it all right? And I want you to know and understand. And this is the reason that I am honest with you all about all that goes on. I might not give you names and players, and what I've come to know in this season, all right, in this week alone, the amount of people and businesses that I have seen exposed this week. Let me tell you, the Lord, higher power, the universe, they didn't need my help. They didn't need my help, okay? But what my job is, okay, is to be a place and space of safety, okay? A space and place of healing. And in either of those spaces, it is not my job to coddle. It is not my job to be guilt tripped into helping you with what you need. But what is my job is to be present, is to be consistent, okay? And then to operate in a space of integrity. All right? Because wounds can be healed with the proper care. And the proper care is being present. The proper care is being transparent, being real, operating in a space and sharing my testimonies. Because this, all that I've gone through in business, these are testimonies because I'm still here. I'm still smiling. My skin's still clear. All right? My vision ain't getting no better, but that's all right. Okay? Because a new pair of glasses ain't never hurt nobody every year. All right? So I want to make sure that we know and that we understand and that we see that whatever space I'm in, okay? Whatever space I'm in, I can help somebody else. Because if I'm in a space, that means I came through something that I can tell and help somebody with. I can. Even a child is known by his doings. Okay? Because what I'm doing, where I am, is no greater than the next person. Because everybody has an experience. And that experience, no matter what level it's on, can help somebody else. It can. It can. And I want y'all to know and be encouraged, okay? Because I'm encouraging myself. Okay? I didn't know what I was coming on here for today, but I knew I came on here to sip and chat. Speaking of sipping and chatting, all right? You do what you need to do for the good of you, your health, your wealth. So people keep asking me, y'all know I started a new venture. No, I'm not about to beat y'all across the head with the adventure. We talking about entrepreneurship, okay? So the reason that I operated in this MLM space, I was intentional when I took on this venture, okay? For a couple of reasons, okay? Reason one, okay? I started, founded, CEO, EEO, treasurer, secretary, what all the other titles is, founder, all of that in my own business from the ground up, literally. Nobody helped me or none of that. When I started sending out agreements, when I started sending out ebooks, it was all because I sat here and typed it up. I was manually sending people their stuff out through email, getting money through Cash App. Everything I was doing on my own. I was coming on here, I was teaching, I was talking, using my Google Meets, everything. When I got this business running like I needed to run, I said, the next venture I'm taking on, somebody else gonna have the bulk of the responsibility. And I meant that. So what did I do? I looked at what do you use? Because y'all know people tell you all the time, you hear me, marketing accountant or everything, the street team, all right, all of the things. I was all of the things. You hear me? I said, people talk about all the time, you investing in something, look at what you use, look at what you, okay? So I said, okay, I've been using this lady products, okay? I'm not going to say her name, and I'm going to tell y'all why. All the products that I have, I purchased, okay? I purchased. Already had them in my home, most of them, okay? So I don't have to coattail on something that I believe in and something that I purchased, okay? I think that just is what it is. So I said, all right. So I was a customer before I was a partner, okay? Because it's a partnership, okay? Because I paid in, all right? And I said, okay, I'm going to tell my original business. I'm going to tell y'all about it. Okay. But I'm not going to beat you across the head about it. Because another thing I need to do and know that I can do is grow this business. Okay. I said, I work from home. It's a home office. Let me get this coffee maker. Let me get these mugs. Let me get these sanitary napkins. Let me get this for JJ Wash. Let me get the things that I already have. Because for me, it's practicality. For me, it's the science. And I've already been having my experience. I'm telling y'all this from a space of entrepreneurship because I want you to know how my mind worked in taking on a second venture. You see, my ebooks, my course, my blueprints, those are intellectual properties. Those are mine. Okay? Those are mine, and those things will live on well after I leave here. I'm trying to tell you something. Okay? Also, let me tell you about the new venture. Y'all know I had nothing. Okay? No income has been coming in. I let my carrier go because I realized that I was too dependent on that. And although I had gotten that for my lesson and to be able to operate in a consulting space, but I had worn out the welcome because I was holding on to something tangible. I'm like, ain't no book selling, ain't nobody coming to courses. People dropping their $25 membership left and right. And this is the reality, y'all. This is the reality. When I said to y'all earlier, what happens after the hoop? Okay. And the hoop is I'm on here getting y'all excited. I'm on here getting y'all spirited. I'm on here telling y'all about the ways and things. And I'm on here telling you how you're going to make money. You know the hoop. We see the hoop everywhere. Get into the transportation industry. You can be a six-figure earner without ever earning a truck. You can be all the things without, come over here and invest in this and become, what you call them things? Join with me and let's start a massage parlor. All right. And we're going to be running this massage parlor and we're going to be rich and you don't even have to be a masseuse. You just going to invest over here. Oh, come over here. Let's start this credit repair companies and you don't even have to do the hoop. Okay. Give me your $99 a day and all is going to be wonderful. Just keep remembering the hoop. Okay. And I'm going to talk good. Oh, yes. Come on. We're going to be having a big old situation and big names such and such is going to be here and big name. That's how they're making the money. Okay. This is how they're making the money. They telling you that big name is going to be there. But when you get there, big name just doing a walkthrough. But anyway, I'm going to get up off that because I don't need no more problems. Hell, they done already shut down all of my financial situations. But guess what? They're on the way back. All right. Speaking of on the way back, I need everybody to go and join my Facebook page. I got it posted on my page because I have found that TikTok and Instagram no longer serve me. Okay. For those of you who were on my Facebook before, I need you on my Facebook and my YouTube. Y'all know we were able to get a lot more accomplished. I was able to be a lot more personable with you. And everybody who was on there, we were family. Like we knew who was coming in. We asked our questions. You were able to come back and find the videos and all that kind of stuff. Now, I'm not saying that I won't be on here. But what I am saying is I have things that I want to pour into you all. And I want to pour it into a space that I can more control. On Instagram and YouTube, you don't have to follow, you don't have to see, you just get to come in and take what you want to take. Like right now, it's showing that 5 people are in here. But then it might have, 5 in here, but it might have 150 viewing. What you coming to get? What user so and so, such and such. So we listen, we going back. Because I need to be able to not only talk to you all, I need to be able to show you things. And that's why my new page is called Empty Nest Logistics and More. because I also know that my audience is not all just filled with people who want to know about transportation, and I know more than transportation. So I need to be able to pour into my community, to my fam, to my folk, to my cousins, whatever you want to call yourself, to my niece. You know, I want to be able to do that where I can do that and where people can find what they need. Okay. So anyway, but when I selected my second venture, I said, I'm going to grow this. I have an opportunity for other people to partner with me. And there was an opportunity for, y'all know me, there's also an opportunity for people to, you have three options. Okay. A customer, a partner, and a brand fan. Okay. Three options. Two are paid options. One is not. You already know that that's something after my own heart, because I know for me, there's been times I wanted to be in something, be involved in something, but I just didn't have the money. Okay. I just didn't have the money, or it was something that I have no interest in, but I got you. Okay. So that was one of the reasons. That's it. That was also one of the reasons for the cold calling and lead generation businesses. For my people who still work, but who will have another stream. You do know and understand that having your own cold calling and lead generation business, you work that when you want to. Okay. So if you work on your days off, you can do it. You can have contracts. You can have all other things. Speaking of contracts, I'm gonna need for my people to get in, because your girl is on the getting these government contracts. So once I finish this learning, I'm going to be seeking people in my network to pay. Listen, this is why I be encouraging y'all, because my heart, I just can't get around it, is for helping. And I know that I can't help everybody. I know, that's why I say September the 17th is my 5-year business anniversary physical celebration. Okay. It's going to be here in Atlanta. I am celebrating entrepreneurship. Not only for myself, I'm going to be helping other people in their entrepreneurship. That's why that day is mine, and it's all about entrepreneurship. So I'm looking for 30 vendors to be there, and 25 people for the mixer, because we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to celebrate myself and other entrepreneurs. I'm going to feed you. I'm inviting the public to come shop with you. The people, the 25 seats that are available for the mixer, they will be able to shop early with you. I want you to know and understand that investing in your business, we can only do what we can do. So it is what it is. My VA kept asking me for a name. You know, she was like, "What you gonna call it? What you gonna call it? What you gonna call it? What you gonna call it?" I said, "I don't know. I don't know, but I'm just gonna call it, you know, the support small business or small business appreciation." It don't have to be, but come showcase your business. You got to have either a LLC, okay, or MLM, okay. Pay your vendor fee and come and bring your stuff, okay. But anyway, September the 17th opens to the public for free at 11 a.m. Okay. I don't have an address right now because there's two. Well, I have two addresses. But I'm waiting for the one that I really want, because I want to be able to have food trucks on the grounds. But I know the area that we're going to be in. So if you want to get in, it is first pay, first lock in. Okay. Y'all, if you're on the MLM, you already know how they go. You know, you're going to have one paparazzi, one Herbalife, one TLC, one Avon, one Mary Kay, you know, one. However, comma, if you have your LLC and your own business and your own goods, come on, come on. But this is entrepreneurship, y'all. And I want y'all to know and want y'all to lay it out. Oh, let me tell y'all the name of the page. It's on the page, but it's Empty Nest Logistics and More on Facebook. Empty Nest Logistics and More. And on that page, it is just for my business people. So I have a personal page attached to it, you know, we could be friends on it too. But go to that part first. A package you ordered. This, my daughter must order something. Anyway, but what I was saying, that's why I chose this as a second venture. Y'all, I get off track. Okay. I love mugs. I drink coffee, tea every day. No, I don't drink coffee. I wasn't drinking coffee. Now I drink a cup a day. Okay. But teas, hot chocolate, supplements. That's right, Gina. Empty Nest Logistics and More. And it's just like that, y'all. I took a screenshot of it and put it on my page just so people will know. But in this thing, like, oh, this is what I was saying. It's and more, because I know that everybody that follows me is not interested in that. Or might not be interested in entrepreneurship, but they are interested that we have a good time. They're interested in getting information. They're interested in getting affirmations, you know, and that's what I wanted it to be. And when I was fighting with Facebook trying to get my stuff back, and they were giving me such a hard time, like people kept on telling me they're supposed to tell you why they closed your stuff. They did not tell me anything. They would not respond to anything that I was sending. And I ultimately just chopped it up to, you know what, that had to go. Because you are much more than Empty Nest Logistics. You know much more than Empty Nest Logistics. You speak to more people who are interested in multiple things. So, excuse me, it was time. It was time. And once I realized that, I stopped fighting with them. I said, you know what? You can keep that. You can keep it, because what I'm supposed to have is going to be much more than I'm up here trying to soak up with y'all. It's like all of my tangible, all of my guaranteed was gone. Excuse me. And I had no choice, no option but to go operate 100% in my business. 100%. The only thing that I had left was the $25 membership. And so many people left from out of that. But it helped me to see who needed to be here. That's why those who are here, you have till tomorrow to get in here. Tomorrow at 12 midnight, the $25 mentorship option is no longer a month. It will be only for those who are grandfathered in. If they happen to leave, they won't be able to come back for the $25. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. There's so many things that I'm changing up that I didn't think I would do or could do. I was just like, so, and I'm gonna tell you what another thing is, and I'm glad. I was so almost fearful of wanting to change things up and wanted to ask for money, knowing that I'm kicking it out, knowing that I should be charging more. But let me tell you what happened. Okay. I started to see that people weren't making moves for free. People weren't making moves for the low, and nor were people making moves for the highest thing that I had. Okay, which was the $3.99 course. After that settled in my spirit, I said, ma'am, and now I had already got a glimpse. Because y'all know when I first put out the information, all right, Nora, we're going to talk. When I first put out the information for the cold calling blueprint, y'all know the first ones that sold out were the $2,500. And then next the $1,500. So I already knew that, that was out there. But let me tell you what, notice, send me an email at support@emmteenest.com. So that's support@emmteenest.com. Gina, if you're still here, if you could type it in there, you got to type it crazy, but if you could put that for her. But I knew at that time, and I'm going to tell y'all what came to me probably like a couple of days ago. And this was so crazy because I had never thought about this. It came to me that maybe people are not moving because you're charging too low. Like, no problem. You're charging too low. People see you, people hear you. But when you show your pricing, they're like, nah, this must have to be a front, because if she's talking and she know this much, why is she only charging that? Okay. But I did get a glimpse. The first thing that sold out was the $2,500. And then next was the $1,500. Nobody purchased the $750. Nobody. And I'm just like, there's been so many clues, but let me tell you what I'm mindful of. Just because I have those kind of clients, just because I have that and I can put it out there, does not mean that we won't still be here, because everybody has a starting point. And this was my starting point. There's a lot of stuff. Well, come on now. This was my starting point. And I am now realizing that I have outgrown this. Okay. But that doesn't mean I have to leave it. I've grown it. I've cultivated it. It is running. All right, sis. Come on with the next, because there's people out here who need the rest. Okay. We done been here with you. We done heard you for the free. We done got the ebooks. We done got the course. We done got, sis, I need you to put something else out. I'm waiting on you, but I need you to do it. Hey, Marian, how's it going? Glad to see you on. When you gonna let me pay you to mentor me? Hey, Marian, how's it going? When you gonna let me pay? Let me tell y'all something. Me, because in whatever capacity of you make a move in, you have the experience that boosts you up. Whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's leadership at the job, at the church, whether it's in your household, you have had some experiences that have leveled you up, that have put you in position to where you can now say, you know what? I don't have to wallow here anymore. Okay. When I see and recognize that somebody else needs this, I can pour this into them, because I got this now. All right. I got the t-shirt. I got the plaque. I got it. All right. But also understand that it is now your responsibility to take that testimony to help somebody else. Okay. To take that level up to help somebody else. You also need to understand that you don't have to go, attend, have any other experiences or knowledge or diploma or college that anybody else has, because I serve, somebody who qualifies, who they choose. So don't let anybody make you feel a kind of way for being new. Don't let nobody make you feel a kind of way for being old. Don't feel like because you've been doing something for 10 days and I've been doing it for 10 years that it won't happen for you just like that. Because who knows what it is that I'm doing? Who knows what it is that I may have to learn? Because although I might have been doing something for 10 years, that doesn't mean that I'm financially responsible. That doesn't mean that the what I want, that I'm prepared for. Will I do right by it? Am I ready for it? Will I be responsible for it? Will I take care of it? Am I doing right by small? Am I a good steward? Am I a good steward? Okay. Stewardship, again, is not just a word that is only dedicated to them folk church. Okay? So come up off it, because as we learn, as we grow, we realize that we have a lot of foundational things, but we only were able to apply them where we learned them. All right? But as we go and grow, we realize that, hey, thank you so much for the crown. Oh, look at me touching my head. Thank you so much. But we have a lot in us, but it hasn't been cultivated, or we've been made to feel or think that, oh, if you haven't been doing this for so long, then you haven't listened. We all have an experience. We all have an experience. I brought them 27 years of them people company and working for them into this space. I'm new to this space, but I'm true to that. So that's another reason why I want to get everybody back on Facebook and get you, on YouTube, because it's time to start cultivating. It's time to start moving. Enough with mentorship and no movement. What I look like continuously mentoring you, but there's no action. What do you look like continuing to get mentorship and no action? Because here's the thing. Everybody is not going to be everything. You don't know the reason. You don't understand. All you know is what you know. And guess what? What you know is helpful. You ever see people who they read those what people might call useless information? But once they start moving in, or get into a space, you be like, oh, you know what? This right here can clean gum off. This right here can clean Elmer's glue off. Oh, this right here, stuff you never thought you would need. So don't think or believe that what you have nobody needs. Okay. Sometimes you just need to be around somebody to help you activate that. Sometimes you might just need to be in the presence, in the vicinity of somebody who can help you cultivate that, of somebody who can help you birth that and bring that thing to life, of somebody who can help you move that thing. Okay. And it doesn't matter what it is. It don't matter what it is. Okay. You can make a spinning top. You can be, and y'all know I'm good for telling it, everybody has something that they can contribute. From a child to an elderly person. And it doesn't matter what you do in this life. From a homemaker to the CEO. A homemaker is a whole accountant out here in these streets. Okay? A whole cleaning service out here in these streets. I don't think that there is anything that you got going in this life that I might not be able to help you put a pinpoint on. For real. And that's just something natural. I haven't been to nobody's college. I was barely down there to the high school. I'm a GED recipient. Okay? And that was only after I had gone so far in them people industry, and they said, hey, we want to give you this promotion, but we was looking back over your stuff. So we'll give you, 30 days to give you 60 days to get this together so we can go ahead and give you this promotion. I've had favor in my life, even when I didn't deserve it. Okay? So I want you to know that everybody is not going to be or want to be an entrepreneur. And that is okay. Because whatever you do, whatever you feel strongly about, that's passion. That is passion. Okay? I don't care what you're doing. Okay? Let me now. I'll give y'all an example. This is fictitious, completely fictitious, all fictitious. All right. So there was some old people. And the old people wanted to get themselves together. All right. So there was a young person. There's a young person that get themselves together all the time. All right. They want to get themselves. So the old people, okay, they had purchased their merchandise. All right. They had purchased their merchandise. But they didn't know how to roll their merchandise. So the young person, who was a professional roller, all right, got the old people together and had rolled up, the purchase for the old people, had rolled them up, like 5 situations, in a matter of minutes, with skill. I said, sir, that's a skill right there. That's a skill, because you got to take people right where they at. Everybody don't know how to roll up, what they need to roll up. I said that's a skill. You need to cultivate that. All right. You need to put that into a business. All right. Now, what you won't use is saliva. Okay. Good job on getting that cup of water and handling that situation. So let me tell you something. Don't let nobody make you feel no kind of way. I don't care what you've done in your past. I don't care what you're doing in your present, because what is going to count is what you do and how you handle your future. And your past and your present is the preparation for your future. So don't be ashamed of what you have done or what you are doing. Okay, because everything is experience, and you can help somebody out with that. Whether you used to struggle or still struggle with substance abuse, whether you used to sell your body willingly or unwillingly, whether you caught a felony trying to do what needs to be done, whether you was a thief, and because every single one of those things is something that is in you that can be turned around and be turned into something that helps you out. All right. You used to be a thief. That means you was casing the joint. That means you was watching and you were seeing what was going on, and you were seeing how people was moving and how it was moving and when it was moving and how often that it moved and how many minutes it took and when this was going to be away and that was going to be away. Guess what? You got a whole security company out here, officer. You got a whole security company out here. Okay. I don't care that you was a felon. I don't care what you had going on, because you own it and you hire those who can go into, those who can. You just get the contract. Okay. All right. All right. You was out here hooking. All right. And you didn't have a pimp. Okay, good. That was entrepreneurship. All right. If there are those who want to get into this entrepreneurial program, all right, you tell them how to manage their money. You tell them how to do what needs to be done. You tell them how to keep themselves safe. You say you're a whole consultant out here on these streets, okay, because you've been there. You did it. You survived it. All right. You a nurse. You a nurse, and you a nurse for life, but you want to operate in your own space. Do you still want to work or don't you want to work? Okay. Well, let me tell you something. I got a product here. Okay. It helps out with women's bodies. I would like for you to try it out. Okay. This right here is for a particular part of the woman's body. All right. Because we got to come up out of the space, okay, of using the blue bag that's highly known for the wings. All right. Because it's messing up our bodies and our uterine lines. Okay. It is messing us up. It has bleach and other chemicals that are no good, okay, for our bodies, and it's made with plastic. So that's why you irritated on the outside and the inside. Okay, it is pushing chemicals up in you when the chemicals should be coming out of you, as well as the situation. All right, this is another reason why I started this second stream, because I believed in it and I already was using the product. Okay, because this right here has a lining on it. It's called botanical deoxidant technology. All right, that is why I'm using these now. Okay, it pulls moisture and odor away from the body. It is made with cotton, okay, and tea leaves, which is in this purple strip, okay, which is helpful for you. So for somebody like myself and for somebody like my daughter, who has very bad cramps, using that other product was no good for us, and we knew that was something that was not in our mind. All right, so a sister and a brother, husband and wife, he's a physician, all right, and she's a registered nurse, created these products to help and aid us in our bodies. All right. Because there are things that doctors are not telling us. There are things that they are providing and having us to continue to use because it's pushing their practice, but they're no longer going to be practicing on us when we inform ourselves and we equip ourselves with what it is that we need. All right. They want to give us these prescriptions, for discharge and that kind of stuff. We're going into it a little bit. But we have what's called, these are natural, remedies. Okay, suppositories. Okay, so we no longer will be operating in a space where we're using this substance and using plastic applicators on our bodies. So these are some of the things that we're going to be talking about. And I just wanted to give y'all a little clue of why I chose that, because I already was using it. But what I'm saying to us is, the more informed we are, the more we know and understand that there is more than one way to get to where we want to be. And there's more than one way to operate in a space that is comfortable to us. Okay, in a space that is comfortable to us. Okay, if I want to just bake cookies all day, then let's figure out how we're going to do that. All right, if I want to make creams and lotions all day, let's figure out how we're going to do that. Because if I'm already passionate about it, why not, okay, be around, get informed, operate in a space of where that's going to be useful. How can I do what needs to be done? Okay. You drink coffee and tea every day. You drink coffee, tea, hot chocolate every day. All right. And that's for my second venture, y'all. But anyway, this is why I chose that. Two reasons. One, I want something that does not the responsibility is not 100% on me. I have my first venture for that. And thing two, if I'm going to operate in the MLM space, it may as well be something that I use every day. Okay, I already was invested. But yeah, and if y'all want to talk about that, y'all can meet me on my other page, the Lady 32811. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to y'all today. I did not know, okay, that I was gonna talk this much. But you know, when the spirit moves, we gotta let it do what it do. I even put on me a little clothes today, wrap my head up, y'all. I just don't feel like fighting with my hair. It's just entirely too much. And I got until September the 16th to wrap my mind around doing something to it, okay? Because I got to be looking like somebody on September the 17th when y'all come see me, the ones that can make it, okay? September 17th here in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, September 17th. There's 25, excuse me, seats for the mixer. Those seats are $50. All right. And then the vendors, I want to have at least 30 vendors, but I'm going to get what I can. And to vend, it's $175. All right. And that comes with the table. And that I'm going to be talking to y'all because my thing is going to be different because I'm celebrating entrepreneurship. So I'm going to be celebrating the vendors. I'm going to be celebrating the people, you know, that come for the mixer. It might be a fireside chat, y'all. It might just be a conversation. We're going to have breakfast together. We're going to talk with one another. We're going to shop early. You know, those who are there, we're going to shop with each other. We want to make sure, because that's one of the things that I see when I go to some of these pop-up shops. Sometimes the pop-up shop is just open and going. So you find the people having to walk away from their table and try to go see or get something from somebody else. No, this right here is going to provide the opportunity for those who come to the mixer to shop early, and it's going to allow the vendors who are there to go ahead and shop with each other. That way, when the doors open at 11 and the public, it's time for the public, you have time to solely focus on the public without having to worry about, is so-and-so going to still have such and such by the time the event is over. That's how I'm celebrating my 5-year business anniversary, celebrating entrepreneurship with other entrepreneurs. All right. But yeah, y'all. So, anybody have any questions, any concerns? I'm good. It is September. So my mentorship book, my consultation mentorship books are going to open again tomorrow. I'm telling you, tomorrow is the last day that you can join my $25 a month coaching mentorship group for $25. It's the last time. This is the last time. Okay. It's been this way. And there's have been plenty of time. Again, those who are there, they're going to be grandfathered in. If you leave, you cannot come back for the $25. I'm probably going to come on a couple of more times today, between today and tomorrow, to say that, because I don't want nobody to miss it. This is here yet another reason why I want us to get on back on Facebook, because, you know, we had a good time on the book. Okay. We did. So anyway, I'll be looking for that email from I think it was Miss Onoda. But if anybody has any questions, any concerns, please feel free to ask. I have options now. The course is no longer going to be on Patreon. Okay. I am making the course available for whenever you want to get it. It's still going to be $150. I'm going to put the link in my bio, where you all can get that, and it'll be available anytime. No longer at the beginning of the month. Okay. It's still going to be $150. Actually going back to the platform that I had, because there's people who need it, and people don't be, they don't have all month. They be ready now. What is this on the TV? So I look like some For My Man type stuff. But yes, y'all, I greatly appreciate y'all. Also another thing that I am considering, and I am going to do it, but actually I'm going to do it on Facebook. So I'm going to start, I don't know if it's selling leads. Yeah, I'm going to start selling leads. I'll probably do it on all platforms. So for those who are, I'm just certain days, okay? I'm going to, start getting and vetting leads. And I'm going to sell them individually. Like you just purchase them right here while I'm telling it to you. When you make your payment, I will send it to you privately. Okay. I will do it, on here. That way I can cover a lot of ground at one time. But you can gift me, you can cash out me, and I will send it to you. So I'll be doing that here for exposure, but I will not be exposing your pay for thing. Now, what I'm considering doing is when I'm on live, you can, like I said, you can pay, and I will contact, potential leads on your behalf. But I'll see which one, what is easier. Yeah. And when I say on your behalf, like I'll get your name, you could gift me or you could cash out me. I'll call right here on live, till we get you somebody. No, I ain't gonna do it that way because it might take too long. But I'll just vet them and you can get them. You can get them and send them. And I'll just post them on live and send them to your inbox. So yeah, I'm still trying to be helpful. But I also, need to have time for time because, like I said, I am solely dependent on my business. I don't have the Patreon membership, that is still my business. But everything I got to get is going to come from one of my streams. I'm going to get business partners and sales over here. My team this month made over $20,000 in sales in my second venture. I did not do it myself, but a team as a collective in 1 month. We only been in business in partnership for 2 months, since July 9th. So 1 month, July 9th, August 9th. Yeah. So getting at the ground floor. But again, that is something that you want if you want to. So, oh no, you didn't try to die. Y'all, I don't wore my devices out. You hear me? So I'm gonna go get me some lunch. And I'm gonna come back and talk to y'all a little bit later on. I'm gonna try to set some stuff up. Y'all, please go get on my Facebook because I'm about to start going ham on Facebook, Facebook and YouTube, but mostly Facebook. Because here's the thing about YouTube, you gotta, like go back and find the videos. But on Facebook, you know what's going on that day. You can go catch it. Yeah, we about to get this thing together. And I want to be showing and talking to y'all about things. I want to show y'all how to grow y'all social media, what we need to be doing, what we posting. And also, if you join me in any capacity, either one, I am a trainer or whatever it is by heart. So although we will get we're not solely responsible for the second venture, we are responsible for being present. We are responsible for. So if we are a community over there, we are able to take care of one another. We can share, we can tell somebody about it, we can be supportive on each other's lives. So we're going to be talking about all that, how we want to schedule. And I want the people to know who are in membership. In membership, you get different perks and answers in a way that is different from what we'll be doing in a public setting. It is unfair, some stuff to be doing. So please know that. So, all right, y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna go get me some lunch, drink the rest of this tea. And then I'm gonna come back on here a little later. Let me let all my stuff charge. This coffee smells so good. I love the smell of coffee, y'all. All right. Thank y'all so much for being here. You could have been anywhere but here, but you decided to pass by here and give me just a few minutes of your time, and I greatly appreciate it. Excuse me. Another thing I want to work on here, y'all, is trying to get my interactions up on TikTok. Like, the other day, somebody was telling me that, Y'all know when I did the backyard barbecue, the backyard virtual barbecue and recruiting barbecue. Somebody who's a TikTok influencer who got a lot of people, they were watching. And it was like, there's no way that you got 17.5K followers and you didn't even get 3,000 likes and you were on this thing about 8 hours. So that's another way you all, thank y'all so much for who taps. But I have people who are watching me now, and they are, they just pretty much like, there's no way that you should be in the space that you're in. What you do, what you provide. They're like, I checked out your content. Like, what? There's people who, and I told them, you know what, just stop right there. Because it's who you know. But I know that there's so many people in the world who have not discovered me. Okay. And mine is coming. Okay. And I don't really care who know my name. I don't. I care more about whose life changed, whose situation changed. That's what I'm more concerned about. All right. So again, I'm gonna go get me some lunch. Appreciate y'all. You could have been anywhere, but here, but you decided to pass by, give me just a few minutes of your time, and I greatly appreciate it. Meet me on Facebook. I'm gonna come back on here a little later on. Talk to y'all later.